Rating, machine politically incorrect. We did not get a chance to ask the new mayoral team questions. We were told we'll be given the chance, and once the chance was given, it was already taken away. They've been ushered into the boardroom where they are going to be briefed on security and everything. So, unfortunately, you have to bear with me. I'm going to regurgitate what I had for them to you. Is that fine?
Well, where I'm able to respond, I will respond. But yeah, let's go.
Thank you very much. So I saw one of, I'm going to go straight to the point, one of the previous MMCs saying that it's very surprising that they said the city did not have budget for townships, but already Dr. Moya has declared 2 billion reserved for township issues. Do you know anything about that, and where did they get the 2 billion if Action SA said they did not budget, they do not have anything? I just want to get this one out of the way.
No, I'm not aware of that. I didn't hear Dr. Moya declaring that, so unfortunately I can't assist on that one.
All right. So we have seen. What do we call this? Government of local unity, grand coalition. What do you want to name this?
Yeah, I think the colleagues will have to apply their mind on what they want to call themselves, but it's a multi-party coalition that is made up of all the parties. I think today you saw Action SA, you saw ANC, you saw EFF, you saw the Good Party, but there are other parties that are involved, which some of them will occupy legislature positions, which will be announced later on. So it's a government of local unity. It's a multi-party. It's a coalition. But what is important is how they are going to then apply themselves. You know, because the work needs to be seen on the ground. Our residents need to feel that the government is working for them. So we wish them well. We wish the mayor well. We wish all the MMCs well, and we are looking forward to seeing a solid program of action. I think the mayor did outline some of the priorities on safety, on financial sustainability, on ensuring that governance is proper in the city. But there are many other things that needs to happen, you know. And unfortunately, there's no luxury of doing one thing at once. You need to make sure that you apply yourself to do various things at the same time, so that we can be able to ensure that we reverse, you know, some of the problems that were experienced, particularly by our people who are in townships. You know, so I'm looking forward to seeing some of them on the ground. You know, the EFF is holding a position on environment. You know, those dumping sites in the townships. You know, that those rubbish that is not collected. We need to see action there. You know, Action SA is holding a position of community safety. We need to see bylaws being implemented, you know, and enforced. We need to see a collaboration between the city, the province, and national in dealing with all the illegalities that are existing in the city. We need to see, you know, crime being tackled head on in Soshanguve and some of the hotspots that we know in the city of Tshwane, like Juku Lane and others. So a lot of work is awaiting them. We wish them luck. It's not an easy job. It's always easy to scream from outside as an opposition, but once you're in government, that's when the work begins. So we wish them well.
I think something standing out just to note is Muruti seems to be the only white person in the mayoral team. The mayor did indicate that it's a beautiful one because it has a lot of females. Anything in particular, and I'm thinking at the back of my mind, will be charged with responsibilities of making sure that bylaws are going to be enforced, and he's the only white male there. Yeah. Does it worry you?
No, not at all. Not at all. I think this is a team made up of politicians from various political...
Can I get the mayor on?
Yeah, no, absolutely. You must
Thank you very much.
Yeah. You must ask her that question
Yes,
that you are asking.
Let me rather transfer. Mashia, the politically incorrect. I just given him a curveball. You made mention of the fact that a lot of females are represented, and it's a very good thing that you did, and we have acknowledged it from our side. But here's the thing that I've noticed: the old boy club. Muruti is the only white guy on the mayoral team, and he's going to be charged with responsibility of making sure that bylaws in the city are enforced. From action, I said, do you not think that is a bit of a treacherous position to give him? And comment on his race, of course.
Geez, I would never think that someone's race can be used against them in post-1994 South Africa. So in Action SA, we're a party for all, and we believe in meritocracy. So Muruti is an alderman. He's been a councillor since 2011. He is an alderman. He served as a Section 79 committee. He served as an MMC in the city. So he's someone with experience. He's someone with a heart to serve. We've seen how he's driven the issue of Hammanskraal water. He has been the lone voice that has made sure that that issue gets the attention of the national government. I think instead of judging him by his race, we must judge him for his heart and the work that he has done to build this city.
Thank you very much. What went into choosing specific portfolios in your mayoral committee? What is it? Was it just convincing? Was it just lobbying, or you put your heart based on the individual and where they are from?
So I think the first one was to say to all political parties, these are the portfolios we have. Who do you have that can be the best for each portfolio? You will see someone like Franz Boshielo. He is the former deputy city manager here in Tshwane. He was responsible for infrastructure, and that's the person that we now have as an MMC. You will see someone like Councillor Morodo of Action SA. She was the chairperson of MPEC. So we see her being now responsible for these support services. And you'll see someone, for instance, like Alderman Malulega. He's an alderman, which means he's served in various terms. He's been a Section 79 committee chairperson. So that's basically the push and pull that we have done. But most importantly, we said to political parties, let's talk a portfolio where you think you can serve best, and then give us your best. And I'm confident that this is the best they could give us.
The last one before you go, and apologies for this one. 26 hours, 27 hours after you have been installed, the city bush, it explodes. Yes. On the ground, people are saying those are remnants of sabotage. So this is us on the streets. What's your assessment of what had happened? And congratulations.
Thank you. I think because there were different crises that was happening, parts of crisis in the city. The one in Kwacha, there was no, in the preliminary assessment doesn't indicate to sabotage. It indicates to old infrastructure. Where the circuit breaker that bent, it's 51 years old. So when they explained how insulation happened and then the fire broke, it didn't point to sabotage. In Soshanguve, it was theft and vandalism. People went into our facility and stole something and left with it. In Pyramid, it looks like someone came in and just cut a cord, and then the transformer blew. So it looks like it's pockets of everything. But we then said to people, do not panic. Don't create the panic. We already have this panic in the city. Don't create the panic. Let's wait for the final reports that the technical teams will give us, and then we act on those. But I think also in terms of the outages that are happening, it's things that we are dealing with in Tshwane, mainly because we've got old infrastructure. And so I think what is good for us now, until we have long-term plans, we must then improve on our turnaround time when we respond to those outages.
Mayor, thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir.